Finding a bottle from Napa Valley will be impossible for the majority of Canadians. Provincial governments are holding their ground on not bringing in U.S. booze.
And we will not cast that aside in response to a threat of economic pressure from a foreign government, even an historically friendly one.
The back and forth on there's tariffs, there's not tariffs, we're pausing tariffs, we're changing tariffs. I think it's really hard on Canadians.
It's off the shelves, and it will stay off the shelves until these tariffs are gone.
Despite U.S. President Donald Trump extending tariffs on Canadian goods by another month, premiers say the uncertainty is enough to stop the orders coming in from south of the border. Jack Daniel's parent company saying pulling stock from the shelves is an escalation, but that Canadian purchases only make up 1% of its total sales, and it will be able to withstand the blow. While the American liquor industry is echoing calls to the White House to remove trade barriers, it's not pleased by the escalation.
It's an unfortunate and unnecessary ramp up that doesn't do right by the provinces because they bring in a lot of tax revenue.
Prior to the rift, Canadians were accustomed to spending on American brands. The 4 Atlantic provinces see more than $90 million spent on U.S. booze yearly. Alberta's premier noting more than $290 million in U.S. products were purchased. And in Canada's most populous province, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario says customers spend nearly $1 billion in U.S. alcohol annually. The impact of keeping American brands off the shelves could be strong in some U.S. states. According to the federal government, Tennessee saw $26.6 million in whiskey imported north of the border in 2023. Kentucky more than doubling that, with bourbon accounting for nearly $62 million in exports to Canada. And California comes in with the largest share, more than $500 million worth of wine reaching Canadian liquor store shelves. It has created an opportunity for Canada's alcohol sector to fill the void. But one expert says it's also on provincial agencies to ensure Canadian brands can take up the open space.
I think it's getting that backing from, the key liquor boards to, bring them in and get a general listing for those bottles here in Canada. And that would give them the support to be able to produce more for us.
Meaning, as well as their elbows, Canadians can also raise their glasses patriotically. Kyle Benning, Global News.